desafios de uma forma mais fácil. Temos muitos desafios nesse tempo para podermos providenciar incentivos naquilo que é o desenvolvimento do 5G, porque o país vai também se beneficiar muito mais no futuro. Amadou mencionou antes, de uma forma tão breve,
does Africa have
um número suficiente de engenheiros, um número suficiente de staff para poderem fazer, não é uma questão de usos de usuários, mas é uma questão de capacidade de uso, uma capacidade de técnicos. Eu acho que
we look at the operator, huge investment in terms of building the capacity.
Behind that, upskill these digital skill sets. And we as vendors, as operators, even as government, we need to provide that capability to bring this, especially the youth, to, as we already mentioned, not be left behind. So we don't need to keep on bringing, depending fully on overseas labor and specialists, but we develop locally African talents based on these local capabilities.
Mm-hmm. Well, since basically we have 2 or 3 minutes to go before the end, can we agree, at least 4 of us, that these 2 messages or sentences I read at the beginning were extremely pessimistic and even unrealistic pessimistic, that there are the challenges that do exist, that all 3 of you gentlemen have mentioned, but these challenges can be met and can be prevailed somehow. Of course, process won't be ideal. Life is not ideal, but at the end of the day, this can be a huge chance for Africa. Can we agree on this?
Absolutely, and especially agreeing from Angola, where we have the 5G already on air, running, and already connected on 5G, so definitely it is not applicable. And here is a great example. It's clear, I fully agree. There is much more opportunities and challenges at the side.
Yes, the good thing about being later than other markets is that we are learning quickly from the good practices and also from the mistakes made in other markets. So I think 5G can be a good opportunity for this continent to catch up. Mm-hmm. So different from previous generations, I think now we have an opportunity to reduce this kind of a digital divide.
Okay, thank you. Let me thank to our speakers for this fruitful and interesting debate, at least it was for me. Interesting. If there are any questions you would like to ask? Yes?
Hi, my name is Annie. I'm in Dell Technologies. And you mentioned investments in 5G. Do you think you will, as a telco, you will recover your investment from the consumers? Telco, do you think you will recover your investments from the consumers or from the industrial use cases, which I believe 5G was made for manufacturing, transportation, the industrial ones. And that's, I think, where the money is in 5G, not in consumer. Mm-hmm. Because as a consumer, I simply don't want 1 gigabit per second on my mobile and then charge me $300 a month. No, I'd rather pay $200 a month or $150 and get 250 megabit per second, which is fine for most of what I can do. I'd like, as a telco, to hear your opinion on this.
Okay, I think there are 2 points in your question. So the first one, you're right. I think the largest or the huge potential that 5G can bring is related to the industry, right? We see already many cases popping up in terms of smart manufacturing, smart healthcare, smart mining, smart ports. So there are already cases out there, you're right. But we also see in these markets that have introduced 5G 4 or 5 years ago, they are already identifying new revenue streams from the consumer side when they offer more data for the same price, or when they offer, like in the Middle East, we have examples of operators offering an upgrade to 5G, for the same kind of volume of data, but they are charging 4 or 5 times more. And the consumers are willing to pay for that experience, right? So I think it depends on market to market, but we've seen in Asia, in the Middle East, many examples of operators that are already leveraging from these add-on packages or upgrading high-value 4G customers to 5G, right?